Hi. Today I want to make a video which hopefully will help you visualize how you are making your own life unfulfilling, unhappy, painful, whatever word you want to use that is less than peace. Okay? And I've decided to do this with regards to relationships because this is where, as human beings, we seem to tend to suffer the most. So let's say that you are in a relationship that is less than perfect. And let's say that you sleep 8 hours a day, work 8 hours a day, and have your free time 8 hours a day, which means involvement with your partner. And by partner, I mean it can be your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, your child, your mom, your siblings, whomever is part of your immediate proximity, right? Your family, basically, your tribe, if you want. So let's say that during these 8 hours, you are able to see how you yourself are engaging, right? Not what you think you are doing, but how you are actually engaging with that partner. Are you grumpy most of the time? Right? There's some kind of core discontent that you are manifesting, that you are letting in your experience, right? Are you irritable, angry, enraged, or reactive? Anything that's being said to you is not good. Anything that you perceive out there makes you feel pushed and misunderstood, and you react to it, and you ask your partner to stop doing that because they are hurting you, as opposed to sort of seeing how there might be some validity in that. Okay, I'm trying to paint something here that resembles a bruise, if you can see, right? So how much of your 8 hours a day are you spending being busy, like with anything, being busy all the time, with new projects, with new stuff that comes up, with new inspirations, but also noticing how most of these things are things that make you withdraw from your partner, right? So you keep finding things to work on just to be away from your spouse or your partner or your child or your, right? Are you spending your time seeing the worst in the other person always? Like they are like this and they are doing this and they are not managing to do this, and you know, are they always in some kind of fault? Can you see how the day fills with these things? Can you see how every single move you are making in your life is producing these behaviors that you have? Hour by hour, you are sort of just producing yourself some type of painful emotional reaction. Are you simply bored and you are looking at your partner to get you out of your boredom? Or do you simply not trust them and you're either always jealous or, you know, always withdrawing from them because you have this feeling, let's say, that says, no, they are, you know, they are somehow not what I feel that I need. Can you see how your whole day is filled with your feelings of discontent, which bleed into the reality of the partnership? You basically are the one who produces the experience of having this relationship. How much time are you spending being, let's say, negative about the person and about the circumstance? Right? Can you see how every single day what you give, what you offer to yourself and to the other person is somehow unfulfilling and painful and frustrating and bitter? And can you see how this is somewhat difficult to realize and to acknowledge? Because you know, from my experience, most of us, what we do is that we say, yeah, but I'm doing these because of my partner, because they are somehow flawed. They are the person who causes me to feel bad. No, they are not. This is what you contribute with in this relationship, right? This sort of you know, bruising that you know, is the main component of what you are actually feeling and experiencing, right? And so this is, let's say, one day of your life or your relationship life, okay? Now, you know, let's say that 300 days out of 365, you are bringing this in, right? you are producing through your view of life and of your partner and of your situation, you are bringing this into your experience. This is what you are creating. It matters less or not at all what reasons you give for how you are participating. That is not important. What is important is what you create. Okay? You are creating this thing. You yourself. It doesn't matter that your life is saying, yeah, but this is because of the other person. What matters is the end result, which is this type of a year, this type of year after year experience that makes you feel miserable. And because it is very difficult to see how you being grumpy, you being withdrawn, you being immersed in a lack of trust and involvement and intimacy is largely creating your experience year by year. And let's say that you have a relationship that is a 10-year relationship, and then of course that when you look at it, it looks like a bruising. It looks like something that is impossible to live with. But what you cannot see is that you are it. You are it. You are producing what you are experiencing in this relationship. And until you are able and willing to look at it step by step, and see, where am I being grumpy all of the time? Where am I being distracted by other things in my life that don't matter? Where am I producing constant discontent and frustration and pain? And until you look at what you are offering, at what you are creating, there is no way that any of these things change, right? There's simply no way, because you are giving what is. You are not focusing on healing the relationship. You do not want a healthy relationship. You just want to get out of here, but you cannot get out of here without getting out of what you are producing, of what you are actually offering, right, to that relationship. If you do not, so if you continue to offer what you have been offering, which is this bruising here, there is no chance in hell that you ever will experience something else that is not painful, right? And your life will remain the same, and you will okay. So what happens is that most of us, I think all of us actually, because it looks so bruised, we search for something else, right? We just simply try to say, okay, my partner is so flawed and so he doesn't correspond to what I want. They're not what I need, what I hope, what I dream, whatever. we tend to look for another relationship. But in another relationship, after that, let's say, huge um, flame, yeah? There's this flame going on in the beginning, and then it dies off because, from a hormonal point of view, it cannot last, right? It cannot last like this, and life takes over, and then guess what? You, the one that you are, the person that you are with your behaviors and your stuff, you can only produce this again, and this again, and this again. And so your experience will not change, because if it is to change, it can change now, right? You can bring in, you can bring in anything that you want right now, right this second, okay? And make this thing look completely different, because you have to realize that it doesn't matter what you receive from the other person. Your first responsibility and ability in this life should be to create your life through your your own abilities, right? Through your own mature actions and concepts and wisdom, right? Because it doesn't matter what the other person does or doesn't do, or how they are or how they are not. You should be able to realize that you can create understanding and peace and connection and intimacy, right? But instead, and unfortunately, what happens is that we project on the other people that they are flawed, and in fact, that is just the right, the reason why, the right excuse, right, that we use to be able to behave the way that we really are. So we take the other person and we say, okay, it is their fault. I do not feel connected to them, or I do not feel attracted to them, or I do not feel like they are the right person for me. But can you see how everything is about you, really? Because you refuse to see that you are the type of person who is, angry, grumpy, irritable, reactive, busy, withdrawing, bored sometimes, who doesn't trust people. You simply cannot see this about yourself, because you are too busy blaming the other person for your own unhappiness and unwillingness to look at things with honesty and maturity and courage, finally, right? Because you and this flame here, being so highly charged is very addictive, right? Because you will finally feel something different from what you have been creating for such a long time. So of course it seems like the solution, but the solution is going to be exactly like a fire, which it's gonna get it's going to disappear hormonally. It's impossible to keep that fire without basically burning out. So I hope this helps. Really think about it. Think about visually how you are creating your experience of this constant pain where no matter what you do, the other person seems to be the evil occurrence in your life, and no matter what they do to change or improve, you don't even see it because this is not something that you care about. What you care is just being able to express your own BS basically. Okay, so all right, I hope this helps. I really hope this helps. This can be very powerful and revealing if you really have the courage to look at it and to visualize a little bit how you are creating what you say you don't want, and how you are fighting to destroy what you have, and while you are saying that you're doing all you can to have a good relationship. No, 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 no. You are you are solidly expressing and manifesting the experience of your life or of your relationship or whatever. Okay, all right, done. Thank you. Bye.